Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're getting into something really practical, time-saving gardening. We've got these fascinating notes from a hobbyist gardener focusing on, well, optimizing seed sowing, specifically marigolds, actually. We're hunting for those clever hacks, the efficient methods. Okay, let's unpack this because there's a surprising shift here, like a real change in how this gardener starts their seeds that could really shake things up for you.
That's right. And our goal really isn't just listing what changed. It's digging into the why. Why does this different approach work better? Why is it more efficient? Because the core problem they were tackling, it seems pretty clear, was the sheer time and effort involved in, let's call it, traditional seed starting.
Right, the really meticulous way. So this gardener, like a lot of us, used to sow seeds one by one, individual seedling trays, the whole deal. But they changed it up. Now they just scatter seeds kind of loosely into a big pan, and only after they sprout, then they move the little seedlings into larger plastic cups. My first thought was, wouldn't that be a tangled mess? Or is there something I'm missing?
Ugh.
What's the real win with this scatter and transplant idea? Is it just saving a bit of fiddly work?
Well, it's more than just fiddly work. It's about efficiency at its core. Think batch processing. Instead of doing that tiny, precise action over and over, you do the first step in one go. The notes actually say it explicitly. Saves time and reduces the effort of manually sowing each seed.
Okay.
You're basically streamlining, moving from lots of tiny repetitive tasks to a two-stage flow. And here's another clever bit. After they transplant, they just add more mix to the same pan, give it a stir, and it's ready for the next round.
Ah, so it's reusable straight away.
Exactly. It becomes this continuous cycle.
Yeah.
Very low effort to keep it going.
That continuous cycle thing. That's smart. And speaking of smart, things get even more creative with their marigold experiment. Limited space. I think we could all relate to that one, right? So their solution sounds almost too simple. Scattering marigold seeds in empty spots around the pots of bigger plants already growing. They mention looking for these specific microclimates, ones with good light, but also some shade from the taller plant. That detail really caught my eye. Why there?
That's a brilliant bit of resource optimization, really using what's already there. These microclimates, they're just tiny spots where conditions, light, moisture, temperature are slightly different.
Okay.
So the gardener isn't just chucking seeds anywhere, they're placing them strategically. Maybe the bigger plant shields them from really harsh afternoon sun, or maybe the soil stays a bit damper there. It shows, a real understanding of the plant's needs.
Right, using the existing setup.
Exactly. And the results? Pretty promising, apparently. The notes say marigold seedlings popped up in just a few days. But, and this is important, they also stress that you need good quality seeds for this kind of guerrilla gardening to work.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which naturally brings up the question of where you get those seeds if you're trying new methods.
Absolutely. Seed quality is key. And they actually have a neat tip for that, too. Instead of just going to the usual commercial places, they suggest getting seeds from fellow hobbyist gardeners.
Yeah.
For fresh, affordable seeds.
That feels like a different approach, more community-based.
It really is. It taps into the power of, well, the community network, a sort of decentralized supply.
Right.
Instead of just buying from a store, you connect with other people doing the same thing. They often have plenty of fresh seeds from their own plants, maybe varieties that do well locally. It's usually cheaper, the seeds can be super fresh, and you build connections too. Okay, so let's bring this together. What does this all mean for you listening? We've seen this shift, right? From careful single sowing to this bulk scattering method. Then there's the clever use of existing space, those little microclimates around other pots. And finally, that great tip on sourcing seeds through your fellow gardeners. These aren't just isolated tricks. They feel like principles you could apply.
Absolutely. And if you zoom out a bit, look at the bigger picture. This gardener's whole approach really shows how not having enough the base or wanting to save time can actually push you towards some incredibly effective, maybe unconventional solutions. It's about questioning the normal way, finding efficiencies, using what you already have. It kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Where else in your life, not just gardening, but any challenge, where else might you find surprising efficiencies or breakthroughs by rethinking the steps and trusting your own ingenuity?